This video was created by VinylicPuma of VinylicPumaGaming.
So Borderlands 1 has a somewhat similar yet different weapon generation system than Borderlands 2 or the pre-sequel. In Borderlands 2 and the pre-sequel, most weapons are defined by just the barrel that they have. So if you have a dull Sandhawk, for example, what makes the gun a Sandhawk is the Sandhawk barrel. And the same principle goes with every other gun in both Borderlands 2 and the pre-sequel. In Borderlands 1, however, unique, legendary, and pearlescent weapons can be defined by a wider variety of parts. Certain guns like the Ajax Spear are defined by their barrel, while other weapons like the Ogre are defined by a specific accessory part. Because of this, you can occasionally have weapons that spawn with both a unique barrel and accessory, and essentially you get what is known as a hybrid weapon. Now, in general, hybrid weapons tend to be better than non-hybrids as you're combining the effects of two different weapons into one. Today I will be going over the only 9 legitimate hybrid guns and weapons from Borderlands 1, starting now. Number 9. T.K. Wave BULLDOG Shotgun. While this shotgun isn't going to set the world on fire with its raw power or DPS, the T.K. Wave BULLDOG is an interesting weapon nonetheless. This hybrid combines the T.K. Wave's unique shotgun barrel with the legendary BULLDOG's unique magazine part. T.K.'s Wave provides this weapon's unique TK-inspired wave firing pattern, and the BULLDOG provides the 20-round magazine. Now, honestly, this isn't a particularly massive upgrade in my opinion. While having the BULLDOG magazine is certainly an improvement for T.K'S Wave, the bizarre projectile pattern makes it somewhat difficult to fire. The more horizontal layout of the projectiles makes this shotgun a little better up against wider enemies. However, it makes it difficult to hit something as simple as either a bandit or another humanoid enemy like the Crimson Lance soldiers. That said, it's a fun gun to have and mess around with when you're bored. Number 8. Kyros Power Cyclops. Now, maybe in retrospect, this gun should have been the first entry on this countdown, as it doesn't really provide a significant boost or anything, but it is a slight upgrade over the original Kyros Power that you've probably got. This hybrid combines the unique Cyclops Scope part with the unique Kyros Power accessory part for sniper rifles. What you essentially get is a sniper rifle with ridiculously high zoom that also has the ability to heal the user via transfusion orbs. As I said previously, while it does make the Kyros Power a better gun, the Cyclops sight isn't really going to make the Kyros Power super powered or overpowered or anything. While you get better critical damage from scoping with a Cyclops sight, you also get significantly reduced situational awareness thanks to that really high zoom that you get. It gets really bad when enemies start to shoot at you and ultimately throw you off your aim. Even still, it is a cool hybrid, and I guess if you're bored, you should also go after this one as well. Number 7. The Friendly Fire Boomstick. So this is another relatively mediocre hybrid in my opinion. That might just because I hate the boomstick shotgun though. While the idea of a shotgun grenade or shotgun grenade launcher is cool, the biggest problem with this hybrid is the low accuracy. Now, the Friendly Fire Boomstick is created from the unique boomstick shotgun barrel and the unique Friendly Fire accessory, or I should say the legendary Friendly Fire accessory. The boomstick barrel provides the ability to shoot rockets, while the Friendly Fire accessory actually reduces your minimum accuracy. What it's normally supposed to do is fire your projectiles in a smiley face configuration. Now, I find the boomstick fairly unreliable in general. That said, it is kind of neat that this weapon says that it's going to shoot fire projectiles, but ultimately shoots explosive rockets instead. Honestly, I'd recommend you actually skip this one and see if you can get something else. Number 6. The Dove Hornet. So this is a pretty cool hybrid, and while it's not amazingly powerful or anything, it does have some nice perks and overall advantages. So this hybrid combines the Dove's unique barrel with the Hornet's unique accessory part. What you essentially get as a result is a Hornet that has infinite ammo. Keep in mind, you aren't regenerating ammo, you're just not consuming any. This is going to be fairly useful if you need a corrosive weapon that's consistently reliable and won't ever run out of ammo, which is definitely a nice thing. That said, I do feel it's not as powerful as I would like. It could just be that I've been playing Borderlands 2 for too long, and I've gotten used to the Hornet from that game, but this gun just sort of feels weak in my opinion. That said, I'd much rather have a Dove Hornet than a regular Dove or a regular Legendary Hornet. I think I can recommend the Dove Hornet if you want one. Number 5, the Bone Shredder Savior. I actually really like this hybrid as it essentially improves what was a fairly decent early game gun. For those of you that haven't played Borderlands 1, Bonehead was an enemy that dropped the Bone Shredder SMG. Of course, in Borderlands 2, we got Bonehead 2.0, who was a loader, who also dropped the Bone Shredder, albeit now it's a triple projectile version as opposed to the original double version. Now, the Bone Shredder Savior combines the Bone Shredder's unique magazine part with the legendary TEDIORE Savior's unique body piece. And what this ultimately yields is a Bone Shredder that regenerates ammo over time. And as you can imagine, this ability is quite nice as the Bone Shredder consumes a bunch of ammo in the first place. Having that ammo regeneration can help you recoup much of the ammo you expend and makes the gun much more useful for longer. If you have the patience, I think I can recommend one of these. They're pretty nice. Number 4, the CHIQUITO AMIGO Protector. So this is a pretty cool hybrid as both of the unique parts that comprise it complement each other quite well. This hybrid consists of the unique CHIQUITO AMIGO barrel along with the legendary TEDIORE Protector's unique body part. What you essentially get from this is a repeater pistol with overall good damage, a high magazine size, a high fire rate, and a gun that also has the ability to regenerate ammo. So you essentially have a weapon that's a real tour de force, so to speak. This is one of my favorite hybrids to use, and I actually prefer a corrosive version to the Dove Hornet that I went over earlier. After all, you get something that's essentially full auto with high fire rate, high magazine size, and good damage, which is awesome DPS. I think if you get the chance, you should try this hybrid out. It's awesome and is definitely going to be one of my pistols of choice. Number 3, the REAVER'S Edge Penetrator. So the REAVER'S Edge is sort of to sniper rifles as the Ajax Spear is to combat or assault rifles in Borderlands 1. Both are very high quality weapons from their respective manufacturers that contain good parts. Also, like the Ajax Spear, the REAVER'S Edge has a hybrid variant. The REAVER'S Edge Penetrator consists of the REAVER'S Edge unique sight part and the legendary Doll Penetrator's unique weapon barrel. When combined together, it ultimately creates an automatic version of the REAVER'S Edge. What I personally think is cool about this is that it feels and looks sort of like Borderlands 2's Lyuta sniper rifle. Unfortunately, you don't get the splitting projectiles, but this is still a pretty good weapon anyway. Regardless, this is a really nice hybrid gun. The critical hit damage is pretty high, and the full automatic capability would allow for very high DPS. As you might have guessed, it's definitely recommended. Number 2, the Nemesis Invader. So this is pretty confusing, but Borderlands 1 has an Invader pistol and an Invader sniper rifle. To make things even more confusing, both are legendary weapons. The difference is that the pistol version unloads the entire magazine when scoped, and the sniper version functions much like the Borderlands 2 and the pre-sequel Invader sniper rifle, where it's a 5-round burst. Now, the Nemesis Invader hybrid is a combination of the Hyperion Pearlescent Nemesis unique accessory part and the Invader pistol's unique scope part. And when you combine these together, you get a Nemesis that functions much like an Invader does while aiming down the sights. Think of it as an improvement to the standard pearlescent Nemesis. If you point this gun at an enemy and fire it, it just seems to die. It's quite powerful, especially if you can get the corrosive status effect proc, which allows you to deal even more damage. And like the 3 previous guns I mentioned, this gun is also recommended. Number 1, the Ajax Ogre. This is a gun that's possibly the most famous of Borderlands 1's hybrids. In my opinion, it's also one of, if not the best hybrid from Borderlands 1. So the Ajax Ogre combines the unique barrel part from the Ajax Spear combat rifle and combines the unique accessory part from the legendary Atlas Ogre combat rifle. Both of these parts on their own are quite powerful, however when combined together, you get what is possibly one of the best guns and weapons from Borderlands 1. I really like the Ajax Ogre. It's quite accurate, has good damage, low recoil, and a very high fire rate. Plus, the explosive damage you're getting from the Ogre accessory allows you to just tear through enemies, regardless of whether they are armored or not. As I've said before, if you can only farm for one of these hybrids, the Ajax Ogre is the way to go. Alright guys, that's going to wrap up this particular video. I do ask if you like the Borderlands 1 videos, please leave a like on these videos because these videos take longer to make than the Borderlands 2 or the pre-sequel videos I make. It's just the way things kind of work out. I have to do this stuff with like dynamic resolution where I blow stuff up to 4K and I gotta like stencil it out and it takes forever. So please like this video if you liked this video. So anyway guys, again, take care and I'll see y'all next time.